Meow meow, motherfuckers. What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and I have a question for all of you. Just a very simple, easy question for every single one of you out there in the world. And that question is, what has happened to the world? You know, what the fuck ever happened to, you know, everybody and everything? You know, I mean, it seems like every single day we're all just, I don't know, getting closer to annihilation. You know, we're all gonna fucking die anyway, but the human race seems to make it worse. You know, and I don't know why. So the first issue I have to bring up here is all the damn school shootings. It's like every day you hear about school shootings. Oh, you know, this school got shot up by some psychopathic bitch, you know? Okay, yeah, and what are you gonna do about it? You know, how are we, as a society, and as a country, how are we going to stop this? Let's blame the video games, because it's obvious the video games are to blame for all these school shootings. Like, really? I've heard that shit more times in my life than not. It's like, oh yeah, okay, well, riddle me this, douchebag. If video games did cause violence in our society, shouldn't we have banned them decades ago when they were first a thing? Like back on the Atari, or the Magnavox Odyssey, or even in the arcades back in the early days? Do you really think that, like, video games are really to blame for all the world's issues? Because I can pretty much guarantee you that's not the case. I'll tell you what we need to focus on in this regard. We need to focus on mental health. That's the biggest thing. All the people that kill each other, that shoot up schools and whatnot, they're obviously unwell. Their mental state is so fucking bad that they not only can, you know, not only tell the difference between, like, you know, video games or movies or whatever and reality, but they have the need to hurt people, to kill people, innocent people. And that shit is not right. I personally think that we as a society should focus on mental health and take that shit seriously. If someone is psychotic, if someone is not well, they shouldn't really have access to weaponry, especially guns. And that leads me to my second issue. Guns. Like, I have no problem with guns, but you don't need an assault rifle. You don't need an AR-15. You don't need a fucking Uzi. You don't need a fucking anything with a rapid fire capability, period. Unless you're in the military. If you're in the military, then yeah, you need all the weapons you can get. Alright? Like, you should even start creating new weapons to test out on all the people we're killing. And that kind of brings me to something I'll talk about later on in this video, but, you know, the average, everyday person does not need an assault rifle. They don't need a rocket launcher. They don't need whatever. And while, sure, rocket launchers aren't really used in school shootings, you know, I'm just stating that you don't need them at all. Like, rocket launchers you don't need. I mean, shit, even in Resident Evil 4, Leon did not need rocket launchers. He can handle bosses just fine with magnums and other weapons. But, you know, it was a life or death situation, him versus the Ganados and whatnot, right? And, you know, I guess he needed to take whatever he needed to do whatever to save Ashley from Sadler and everybody else that was trying to take her away. But that's just a video game, right? And see, I, unlike the rest of you dimwit douchebags that think it's a good idea to hurt innocent people, I can at least tell the difference between a video game and reality. I can tell, oh yay, I'm killing a whole bunch of people in Resident Evil, or I'm killing a bunch of people in Call of Duty, or Doom, or whatever the game may be, fucking Halo. And I could tell, yeah, you know, as realistic as these graphics may or may not be, they're just graphics, they're just video games, not real, right? But, you know, I can tell the difference between that and reality. And reality is, you don't need a fucking assault rifle to go out and do anything. You know? And I think we need more background checks on weapons that already exist out in the open. Now, sure, this may not do a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, because I could go out and get a gun off the black market. I could go to the deep web, right? And buy a gun that way. I could go to my friend's house, any of my friends' houses that have guns, and be like, yeah, can I borrow this for a little bit, or can you teach me how to shoot it, or whatever. And I could have access to those weaponry at any time. Hell, my uncle's got a lot of guns, so if I need a gun, I can just go to him. You know? So, I mean, the thing is, I have options. I don't have to go out and buy a gun. I could always go and you know, do whatever to get it. There's a lot of ways, and going to a gun shop and being like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna need a background check. Okay, cool. Well, then they go and to the dark alleys of, you know, the internet, or the back alleys of whatever town or state they live in, and get a gun that way from, you know, a third party. Not from a gun shop, not from anything, but some shady person selling you a gun, you know? Or maybe you'll kill a person and get a gun for free. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get one. So, I mean, we care more about our guns than we do the safety of our own children. Our future. Alright? We care more about bang bang pew pew, kaboom kablam, whatever, than we do about the future generation and, you know, the people that really should be saved. The ones that shouldn't have to go to school in fear that they might die because some psychopath with a gun comes into their school and blows them the fuck up and turns them into a bloody mess. Like, that shit shouldn't happen. And this is only the first thing I'm talking about. You know, school shootings and guns and things like that. Like, I don't mind guns. I like guns. I like the idea of guns. I kind of want to shoot one at some point in my life. I want to be like, yeah, I can honestly say I've shot a gun. You know, it was fine. But no, I haven't shot one yet. But I want to, right? So I'm not against guns. I'm not against people having it. I'm just against the mentally ill, insane, psychopathic people where their brains can't decide what's reality and what's not. Can't even tell the fucking difference. Like, they shouldn't even have any sort of gun. They shouldn't have knives or anything like that, because they'll go snapping and they'll stab people, you know? So really, they should be kept away from any and all weapons and watched carefully, because I mean, they're fucking mentally ill. They shouldn't, you know, whatever. But you know, that's just the first thing. You know, the second thing is all the war that happens in the world. You know, when I was born, against my own will, I mean, I didn't even want to fucking be born. Alright, let's be real here. I didn't want to fucking be here. Just kind of forced into existence, pretty much. As most people are, if not everybody that's actually here. You know, we're all forced into being here. So why not try to make the most of it and make this world a better place, a peaceful place, where it doesn't matter what race you are, what religion you are, what sexual orientation you are, you know, what your gender preferences are. It doesn't matter. Alright, we should all strive to be good people, to help each other when, you know, we need help, and, you know, be good, you know, civilians, and even, you know, just in general, the military as well. But some people want to ruin that and just fuck it all up. And by fuck it all up, I mean start shit. I mean, I think we are still dealing with the war in, like, Syria. We're still dealing with Iraq and Iran and shit like that. We're still dealing with that kind of shit. Even if we're not actually fighting, we're still, you know, still dealing with the after effects, you know, of it, the aftermath of it. We're dealing with the PTSD that soldiers get because they were forced to kill people when they shouldn't have to kill people. We shouldn't have to fucking have any war, period. However, again, America, being as fucked up as it is a war-like country. We love it. We can't get enough guns. We can't get enough explosives. Our solution, if the country doesn't like us or we don't like them, we bomb them. I mean, we shouldn't have to. All those innocent people are dead now because of war. So many families and friends and neighbors just died. People that could be your best friend and you just don't know it yet. Dead. Not even willing to give them a fucking ass chance because you decided, hey, you know, we want to stop terrorism. We want to stop whatever. You know, we want to stop this war that's happening that we weren't even involved in the first place, and we're gonna make it our problem. And then we're gonna go and bomb everybody. We're gonna kill everybody, even the children. You know, we're gonna fucking kill innocent people. And that shit is not good. Alright? You know, whatever happened to being peaceful, whatever happened to not hurting anybody, like, I, for one, hate the idea of hurting anybody else, or anything else. An animals too, so, I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter. Humans, animals, same thing, really. But at the same time, you know, I've gotten to the point where all this violence that's happening in our society, I have become desensitized to. No, seriously, I have. You know, I see on the news or on YouTube or whatever, 6 or more dead, like several injured in a school shooting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I knew that was gonna happen anyway. It was just a matter of time. Oh well. Like, yeah, it does suck that these kids are dead and they never get to live the full life they so deserve. because they didn't do anything wrong, right? They didn't do a damn thing wrong, and they are dead now because of society being the way that society is. And kind of going along with that, speaking of doing the right thing or wrong thing, whatever, most of it kind of goes to social media, the whole mob mentality thing that happens in our society. The mob mentality thing of, oh, you did one thing wrong, one tiny thing wrong, so we're gonna ruin your life for it. We're gonna fuck you over until you're fucking contemplating suicide just because you did this one thing we didn't like. And most of it can be chalked up to social media. But even off social media, this shit happens. And it's stupid. It's fucked up. And, cancel culture is a big part of this as well. Given the fact that, anything is marked as offensive now on the internet, people can get so offended over stupid shit. And they're trying to cancel people over said, stupid shit. Oh, Moist Critical doesn't like RWBY. Let's fuck him up. Let's cancel him. Oh, this VTuber said the word retard. I don't like that, so I'm going to try to ruin their whole career. Get a fucking life, why don't ya? I mean, seriously, let these people say and do whatever we want, or whatever they want. Given the fact that this is America, right? America was founded on freedom of speech. As in, you can say and do whatever you want, as long as it's legal. So if somebody wants to say, oh, I don't like RWBY, or I don't think RWBY is a good show anymore, or XYZ, they can say that. You don't have to go on a fucking killing spree because of it. You don't have to go on a fucking Salem witch trial style hunt just going for one person. Because at the end of the day, who cares? Alright? I don't like Undertale. I find Undertale to be stupid. Kinda not that worthy of anything, honestly. I mean, it's an okay game, but that's just it. It's okay. It's not the best game ever. It's not game of the year. It's not whatever. And I can have that opinion. But to be sent death threats over something like that, or to be told how wrong I am, or I'm disrespecting Toby Fox because I don't like something that a lot of people do. Toby Fox doesn't give a shit. Alright? I'm just one guy. Alright? I'm just a cat. Okay? I'm just a fucking cat on the internet. And I can say whatever I want. I don't care what it is. And I'm gonna say what I think. I'm not gonna be force-fed this bullshit and join the mob mentality of, oh, this and that. I should be allowed to think for myself, say what I want, and whatever. But apparently society deems that to be bad. So let's not think for ourselves. Let's join the mob mentality, and if someone says or does something we don't like, we go after them. We go fucking pitchforks and shove them up their fucking ass. Like, really? Seriously? And it's always over the stupidest shit, too. Like I said, people saying the word retard, or I say the word retard all the fucking time. And I'm going to continue saying it because that's the proper term. Alright? If something is, or someone, or something is retarded, I'm gonna fucking say it as such, okay? Okay. I'm not gonna I'm the kind of person that doesn't beat around the bush. I'm the kind of person that says it like it is and calls it what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't care about that shit. Alright? I'm not gonna give the meaning of the word diafucking-beaties, just because people think it's politically correct. fuck being politically correct, alright? And that's another thing. Everybody wants to be correct all the time, especially politically. Oh, this is racist because... No, it's not. It's just art. I saw something the other day, and I watched a video on it. Apparently, people are calling it artwork that someone did of Ariel and Flounder racist because, oh, Ariel wasn't black. Okay, first off, you little fucktard, shut the fuck up, alright? And listen. Sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, and listen, alright? Alright, you dumb little shits? Yeah, alright? So I'm gonna tell you some shit that might break your stupid, feeble, retarded minds. Oh boy. Ariel was white before the Little Mermaid movie that was live action came out. Alright? This movie, The Little Mermaid, happened a long time ago. Either in the 90s or early 2000s. I forgot which one it was. But it came out before the live action one. Ariel was white in the cartoon, the animated movie, right? And there was a Little Mermaid TV series. Guess what color she was? White. Flounder was the same color as he was in the original. Alright? And I'm pretty sure if the person wanted to do artwork of a black Ariel, they would have done a black Ariel to do whatever. But to go after someone by saying, oh, this is racist because Ariel's not white and you know, like, seriously, what the fuck is your problem? No one can do artistic representation anymore. If they want to make Ariel white, make her white. If they want to make her black, make her black. If they want a fucking Asian just to be like, oh, here's what Ariel would look like if she was Asian, they can fucking do that. What a concept. Oh, I like this, so I'm gonna make art of it, and here's my contribution. Like, seriously? You're gonna get offended over a fucking ass picture. And I'm also so tired of people speaking for an entire group of people. You know, like one or two black people get offended over that Ariel post. That doesn't speak for all black people. You know, all the people in the LGBT community, like one or two people don't speak for the whole community. Alright? Like, they're allowed to think what they want at the end of the day, but stop making it about race, or religion, or LGBT rights, or whatever the fuck. As someone who's a part of the LGBT community, myself, you know, being gender fluid, non-binary, you know, I don't care about whatever. If I'm gonna say that something is wrong, like, oh, this is so fucked up, this is so wrong, like, what the hell, I'm gonna say it as such. And if you agree, then you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. You know, it's totally okay to disagree on something. And it's totally fine to have your own opinion and to not speak on behalf of every single person in that race or religion or community or whatever the case may be. Like, I am so fucking tired of all the mob mentalities and people speaking for entire races or whatever when it's just one or two people that have a problem with whatever. You know, and another thing I'm tired of, speaking of all of this shit, speaking of, you know, racism and whatever, I'm tired of that too. You know, why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all just, I don't know, fucking, as Leon would put it, sing Kumbaya at a local Boy Scout bonfire or something like that, you know? Like, why can't we all just get along? I don't care about your race. I don't care about your religion. I personally believe that God doesn't exist. There is no God. There is no heaven or hell, anything like that. And if you agree, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine. I don't care. Alright? But I'm so tired of people just, being racist or homophobic or transphobic or whatever the case may be. And it's like, oh, you're fucking gender fluid, non-binary. Oh my god, you're a fucking faggot. Like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not gay. And second of all, even if I was, that term is bad. That's a fucked up term. You should not be saying that if you value your life. Because you say that to the wrong person, they will kill you. In the same way that saying the N-word to a black person can get you killed. So, I mean, why do we even have racism in the first place? Or homophobic shit in the first place? Or transphobic shit? Again, we should all just be together as one. Unite. And we should be unified by our differences and shit like that. Every single fucking day, I believe, from like kindergarten to the end of high school, we had to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And in the Pledge of Allegiance, which I find bullshit anyway because I'm not religious by any means and blah 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 blah, but the whole let's see, I gotta think, so I have to remember. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation. Here we go. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That part. Halfway fucking through the Pledge of Allegiance to the end of it is absolute bullshit. We have been more divided here in America than we have ever been in our entire lives. Over everything. Every single fucking thing you can think of, we are divided by. Oh, you're black, I'm white, we can't get along. Oh, you're Muslim, I'm whatever, we can't get along. Oh, you're gay, I'm not, blah blah blah. Like, that's bullshit. We should all come together and, just, I don't know, learn to be good people, fucking responsible people, people that our children, our future generations should look up to. I'm gonna tell you what, I would rather have my child, if I ever decided to have a child, I would rather have my child look up to a gay black person than someone who's racist and homophobic, alright? Because, that's teaching my child, hey, there's more people than just straight white men, alright? I'd rather have someone who, like, supports me and my beliefs than someone who doesn't. And I mean, it's totally fine if you don't, but keep that shit to your fucking self, okay? I don't even care if you're against the LGBT community or whatever. Just keep it to your fucking self, alright? Just, you don't have to agree, but you don't have to be rude about it. And that's another thing I hate about the way society is now. Every fucking person is rude, or entitled, or selfish, or what the fuck ever. And it's really pissing me off because, I hate it, when people are rude to me, right? And I've been taught as a young lad to basically be like, yeah, you're good people, support each other and have respect for anybody. Some people don't respect them at all because they've wronged you and whatnot, but just everyday common people, respect them. Treat them like an actual person. Don't just be like, oh, you're a fucking bitch, you're my bitch. You know, because that's how a lot of people see people that work in the food industry or as a cashier at Walmart or something like that. Oh, you're my bitch, now bag my shit. Oh, you didn't do it right. I'm gonna fucking leave you a fucking nasty fucking email, and I'm not gonna tip you because you're a piece of shit. Now go kill yourself. Like, seriously? Sad to say, but that's how a lot of people are nowadays. Entitled bitches that think the world revolves around them. And alright, I am so tired of people being this way. Can't we all just get along and be nice to one another? Be kind, be generous, be just whatever? You know? Everything about our society, and I know there's a lot more that I'm missing and that I could talk about, but you get the general idea. Society is collapsing. Everyone's divided over each other, you know. Everybody's an asshole to each other, and it sucks. You can't find good people anymore, and if you do, it's rare. Extremely rare. I've always also been told this: only the good die young. The good people that exist are dead, you know, or they fucking just, they don't bother because the way the world is, it's like being kind or being a good person is a bad thing. So they try not to do it. And I gotta tell you something. That is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You should be a good person no matter what. Even if every single person around you is an asshole. Every single person around you is a piece of shit. And is rude and is racist and homophobic and you know, whatever. Just be good people to them, you know, unless they've done you wrong, like they fucked you over in some way, shape, or form. In that case, yeah, who cares? I forgive a lot of people for their mistakes that they make because, yeah, we're all human. Well, not me, I'm a cat. But even cats make mistakes, you know? Even, like, we fuck up sometimes. With humans and every other creature on the planet, you know, we all make some mistake, alright? And we can learn from it, or we can be an asshole to each other about over the dumbest things. And we can try to fuck each other over till the end of time, which will cause the inevitable destruction of humanity. And you might be thinking, oh, that's what I want. You do realize you're gonna die too, right? So you won't get to see your handiwork. You won't get to see the end of the world completely. You might be the first person to die at the end of the world. I mean, shit. That means being an asshole and being a dick about everything was for nothing. I mean, shit. So, moral of this video, don't be an asshole. Don't be a school shooter. And just be good people, you know? But one more thing I'd have to, you know, talk about, and it kind of goes along with the Pledge of Allegiance. The final lines, with liberty and justice for all. Absolute bullshit. There is no justice. There is no liberty. Alright? Sure, that might have been what it was when it originally, you know, when America was first made, you know, when we took it over. But did we give the people that we stole the land from liberty or justice? Fuck no. We didn't give the Native Americans proper shit. We stole the land from them and then we killed them. We raped them. We treated them poorly. Alright? We did all these things to them. That's not being liberty. That's not justice. That's just being a horrible, fucking cruel person that's worse than Hitler. Alright? Like, shit. And even now, there is no justice. Corruption in our society runs rampant. The police are so corrupt that if they don't like you, they don't like your face, they don't like you being your best self, they will fuck you over. They will try to arrest you for stupid shit. Then, next thing you know, you're on probation for a crime you never committed. And then, next thing you know, your life is ruined. Your entire life means no job, no, relationship. Because no woman, no sane woman anyway, wants to be with someone that has a record. No sane person, period. Alright? No, and it kind of applies to me because I got fucked over. Alright? I did nothing wrong and I'm on probation for a crime I never committed. Combine the psychotic-ass neighbors that we have with the fucked up law enforcement that we also have. It's impossible because I didn't do anything wrong, right? I was just minding my own business, doing what I had to do, which is myself, just doing what I, needed to do, and just, minding my own business, being a good person, when all of a sudden I get fucked over. And next thing you know, oh well, And that sucks because I can't find a job now. I can't do anything. Pretty much you're fucked for the rest of your life and you have no choice but to kill yourself afterwards. Because there's nothing left. Right? And I'm telling you, it shouldn't have to be this way. So, what I want you guys and gals to do out there on the internet, I want you to basically fix all of this. Peaceful protesting, right? I get it. Sometimes peaceful protesting doesn't work, so you have to flat out riot. But don't riot in the way that the George Floyd riots were. As in destroying property and being a fucking nuisance because you think you're doing something right. No, you're a part of the problem. And you are not doing it for the right reasons. You're just doing it to destroy shit. But yeah, have a peaceful protest, and I'd say tell every single lawmakers in our society, whatever country you live in anyway, here in America, it gets worse and worse every day, and I don't expect the country to live past 5 years. I don't even expect it to live 5 more years because of everything that's happening in our society. And also, don't even get me started on social media. Social media is another reason why everyone's a fucking crazy person, fucking asshole, and why society is going backwards and shit. I mean, seriously. We're talking about fucking challenges on, TikTok that's basically going to get you killed or lose brain cells just watching it. Kicking doors down, pranking people, wearing makeup to look like your significant other abused you just for internet clout. Like, really? No one cares about you. No one loves you. And now, by posting what you posted on the internet, you're a fucking idiot. Right? You are a fucking idiot. And it's like, I don't mind I kind of like social media a little bit, because with social media you can connect with people, make new friends, the list goes on and on and on. But I don't like social media because of everything else. I don't like how it's enabling people to become this way. Impressionable kids that are already fucking stupid as is, that are trying to learn, see this shit, and all of a sudden, oh, look, I want to do this too. I want to kick down doors of random people's houses. I want to fucking break into someone's house. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, I want to fucking steal shit from other people. I want to be a part of this culture. No, you don't. Trust me, you don't. And if you think that way, you need fucking help. Alright? But going back to the whole school shooting thing I was talking about, the things we need to combat are obviously mental health issues. You know, someone's fucked up. Get them help. Or at least attempt to anyway. Bad parenting. Fix the bad parenting. A lot of these people that commit these bad, horrible atrocities are bad parents associated with them because they don't care. Now, not every single one, like in the case of the bank, when the bank got shot up in, I think, Kentucky, like, the parents did everything they could. That is good parenting. The ones that let their kids do whatever they want and whatever, that's bad parenting. Because you're enabling a psycho, your kid, and you don't even care, and you're a part of the problem. You're neglecting them and whatnot. And they feel it. They feel neglected. And so they act upon that. And they get a lot of that shit from school as is. Which brings me to another thing. Bullying. A lot of bullying happens in schools and shit like that. So if we could just stop all the bullying and learn to be whatever, then, you know, fix it. You know, we might be in the right direction afterwards. But also, I think, you know, aside from the bad parenting, the bullying, the, you know, whatever else, I think we need to focus also on gun control. Again, I'm not really saying that we should take away guns. I'm saying that no sane person needs a assault rifle capable of killing like 5 or 10 people per second, or whatever, 2 or 3 per second, for being more realistic. But maybe 4. But the fact still stands. You know, no sane person needs that kind of firepower, unless you're in the military. Even police don't need that shit. Alright? You know, what they need is, you know, a way to, you know, get help that they deserve, and they definitely need it. They need it more than they need anything else. And I think that society, sad to say, and truth be told, isn't going to last long. I don't see this country lasting long. I don't see this world lasting long. So, I mean, at the end of the day, why even bother saying these things? Because, like, the whole world is just losing its shit. And I don't like it. I feel that we need to focus on, you know, a lot of things in our society to make the world a better place. Whatever a better place is, I am okay with that. Especially if that means making me feel safer. Because right now, I don't. I don't feel safe in my own country. I don't feel safe in my own town. I don't feel safe in the county that I'm in. I don't feel safe anywhere because the world has gotten so much worse, so much more dangerous, so much more brutal and hurtful and, you know, everything else. And I don't like that. I hate it. I hate that I can't go outside anymore without feeling like I'm going to get murdered by someone just because I'm a part of the LGBT community, or because they don't like how I look or how I sound, or, you know, how I'm trying to live my best life, or anything else. And I think that we need to fix this. We need to fix all of this before it's too late. Because there is a little bit of hope left. Just a little bit. And I believe that if, you know, if we're doing it right, we can overcome anything. As a society, as a country, you know, we can do it. We can totally do it. Anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. If you like this video, then, you know, that's cool. That's great. But yeah, just spread the word. Let everybody know, hey, you know, this cat is speaking truth. You know, speaking straight up facts. And the world has definitely gotten way worse than it should be. And as I said before, I don't feel safe. And I know a lot of other people that also don't feel safe. And if I could feel safe, that would be great. And this is one reason why I don't want children. I don't want my damn kids, you know, being a part of this world, knowing just how fucked up everything has gotten. And, you know, if the world can be saved, now would be the time to fucking save it. Alright? You know, where's all these superheroes that people talk about? You know? Because we need more people to save us than ever before. And it sucks that we don't have any real, you know, any real people left. We're all alone. And we're all just fighting each other instead of helping each other. And we're just not really sure how to go about it. And I do wish that, you know, everything could just be fixed instantly. I know you can't fix something in one day, but if we keep working at it and we focus on like one issue at a time, I get everyone's like, oh, we have to do something about the racism in our society. We have to do something about this or that in our society at the same time. No, you don't. Just one thing at a time. And I think that we could get somewhere. I mean, it's great that people want to try to make the world a better place by doing everything at once. But, you know, you can't. One thing at a time. You know, and the one thing I think should be focused on first, because of Pride Month, I think the LGBT community, you know, needs to be focused on. More rights for us, more acceptance, more people being aware and, you know, being like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll be good people. Make it unconstitutional to kill gay people just because they're gay, or, you know, to kill anybody of the LGBT community because they're LGBT community. Because right now, people are fighting us. They're fighting everything that we have worked hard to achieve. You know, it's our time to shine. Our time to, you know, work together and destroy homophobic shit and transphobic shit and whatever once and for all. You know? But anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one whenever I talk about something that doesn't involve society sucking ass or the world potentially ending because society sucks or whatever. Peace out, people, and bro hoof.